Do you ever find yourself feeling a little too full or eating when you're not really that hungry, but at the same time, you're really struggling to change that? So let me just first start off by saying overeating is really common, and there are a few reasons why, so let's dive into that. Sometimes it could be because there was a special event, like a wedding, where you weren't really paying too much attention to what you were consuming, and you were enjoying things, and you were kind of mindlessly eating. This happens to all of us, and it's really normal, and it's also to be expected. We're not perfect, we're not trying to be, because that's not the goal. Other times, however, you might find yourself overeating on a more consistent basis. Consistently overeating can leave you feeling not well physically, number one, but also more disconnected from your true health vision, your wants, your needs, and it also could be a sign that you haven't really found a great way how to practice healthy and balanced eating in your daily life. Well, I'm going to share with you some of the underlying reasons why you might be overeating and also what you can start to do today to practice in order to navigate the situation, also in order to help you maintain your healthy eating habits 365 days a year. Now, if we're meeting for the first time, I'm Mikkel Kawinga, hey, registered dietitian, founder of Nutrition Stripped, and creator of the Method membership. And I'm really happy that you're here. I make eating more plant-based, whole foods, easier, more mindful, and a lot more enjoyable on a daily basis. There's a few common reasons people tend to overeat, and I'm gonna walk you through all of that so that you can see if any of these ring true for you or any of these are really common for your life. I'm also going to share a mistake people make when trying to stop overeating, and additionally, 3 practices to use instead. So one of the simplest reasons that you may be overeating is because you're distracted. This is so common. When you're distracted eating or mindlessly eating, you aren't fully present to the experience of your food, to really enjoy and to notice where your hunger levels are at, where your fullness levels are at, and what you really need. So this often happens when you're on your phone while eating, watching TV, at your desk working, driving, running from one task to the next, ruminating thoughts in your mind, feeling zoned out, or doing anything else while eating. This is really common. So when you slow down and you remove all of those distractions from your meals, you're able to more consciously experience your food and also be present with your food and the way that food tastes and how it feels and looks and how it smells. So along with all of those things, you're really enjoying it more often. You can listen to your hunger cues and how your body feels before and during and after a meal. Now, another common reason is emotional eating. Emotions like boredom or stress or anxiety are really common and something many people experience on a regular basis. And dealing with those emotions can be a struggle for some people. I acknowledge that as a dietitian with my clients. And this could look like reaching for the snacks in the evening when you have nothing to do but to watch TV, or it could look like getting home after a really long and stressful day at the office and feeling called to eat some comforting foods to soothe that anxiety. Other emotions like grief, which may occur less frequently, but they can also contribute to emotional eating too. And the third thing that might trigger overeating, and I see this a lot, is environment. Environmental triggers and specific situations, or let's say places that start a period of overeating, is really common. So some examples might be like going to the movies and ordering popcorn or soda, or grabbing one of the candies in the bowl by the office break room every time you walk by or pass by it, or going out to eat. It's those situations or environments that we're put in that send messages to you that you should eat, and it can sometimes feel really challenging to remember to check in with yourself, both on a hunger and satiety level, to just see if you really are hungry or if it's those external factors that are guiding your eating choices. Now, can you think of an environmental trigger that you realize causes you to overeat? Another factor that contributes to overeating is that you have foods that you consider off limits or bad. Now, if you ever have been on a diet before, this might sound like a really familiar situation. You go out to eat or you go to a social gathering while you're on a diet and you're offered foods that you can't have, which increasingly make you more hyper-aware, hypersensitive, and hyper-focused on that food choice, right? We've all been there before. And when you're face-to-face with these foods, you may then also feel like that lack mentality starts to creep up, which causes you to want to overindulge in that food even more because you don't know the next time that you're gonna have it again, since you've already labeled that off limits. Right? Does this sound familiar? Rather than being able to enjoy a serving or really fully be satisfied, you're stuck in that mentality. So the 4 most common causes of overeating are distracted eating, emotional eating, environmental triggers, and those off-limit foods. Now, what some people try to do when they experience overeating is to try to stop it or to avoid those foods or avoid those situations fully. Now, maybe you've done some of these things and it's worked for you, or you find yourself overeating chips, so you say, I'm never gonna eat chips again, I'm never gonna bring them into my house. Or maybe you find yourself overeating when you're out for a girls' night, so you decide it's best to just avoid going out to dinner with your girlfriends and maybe just do a different activity. So not only do these things not solve the root cause of the problem, which is so important, but they can actually heighten it when you inevitably are faced with that food or that environmental trigger or that situation again. On top of that, it can bring up a lot of emotions like guilt or shame or even sadness and depression for feeling like you're out of control or you're separating yourself from your friends or your lifestyle experiences that you were once doing because you're worried that it's going to trigger your overeating. Or it's even encouraging unhealthy eating behaviors as a whole. And left resolved over time, it could lead to more disordered eating habits, so it's really important to give yourself compassion. It's really important to give yourself curiosity when it comes to exploring the root cause and the trigger of what's causing you to overeat. Maybe for you, the root cause is experiencing stress at work, or anxiety with a relationship, or putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be perfect at fill in the blank. What are 1 to 3 ways that you can cope with the stress, anxiety, pressure, and address it with intentional action versus using food? So when you're learning how to stop overeating, avoiding foods or situations aren't going to support you fully in doing that for the long run. So I have hours and lessons inside of my program, The Method, that really dives into how to create healthy eating habits with ease, but I also want to share a few simple tips with you right now that you can start doing and practicing today if you are finding yourself overeating. So these tips are just a starting point, but they will bring more awareness to your actions so that you can learn how to change them. First, always check in with your hunger cues and ask yourself, how hungry are you on a scale from 1 to 10 so that you can help better understand what your body needs. 1 is being very full and 10 is being very hungry. This practice will help you tune into your body and really understand what you're truly hungry for, or if there's an external factor influencing your hunger. The second tip is to eat at the table with no devices, remove all the distractions so that you can really be fully present with the food that you're going to eat. And it also will help you enjoy that food so much more. And then you'll also be able to check in with your hunger levels. Now, eating at the table will also naturally remove some of those environmental or those distracted eating situations too, where you might find yourself eating while watching TV or Netflix or scrolling on your phone or while stressed out at work at the desk. The third tip is to keep a reflective food journal. If this is something you feel is a problem in your life, a food journal can really help you identify why this might be happening, and it can give you some great insight into your eating habits and your behaviors. So you can actually download my free guide where I share a simple yet very effective food journal exercise that can help you out with this. Now, over time, it's these types of practices that add up, and it's these types of practices that really help you build awareness into your eating habits. That awareness helps you make little tiny adjustments to the way that you're eating that better align and kind of put you back on your right path about how you want to feel and act. Now that you know a few of the common causes of overeating and a few tips that you can start using right away, I want you to share with me right now, which is the practice that's resonating the most with you that you could give a try this week? Let me know. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this, and also watch my other videos linked here that can help you create healthy eating habits 365 days a year. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and remember, health is a daily practice.